Jai Gurudev, thank you for joining us today. Today we have this an art flipping expert and an officer of the Vedic Sansan. This is chapter 65 of Sunder Kand. It's called Rama accepts Vibhishana and divine grace and inner transformation. So, what does the event of Vibhishana's surrender to Lord Rama signify spiritually? Yes, Vibhishana symbolizes the higher self within us that seeks truth even when surrounded by negativity. His surrender is a moment of inner transformation where one lets go of ego and aligns with Dharma. His role in us, Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji teaches that real surrender is inner stillness, not weakness. Vibhishana trusted Ram's compassion, just as we trust in the Guru's guidance in Sudarshan Kriya. We surrender our mental chatter and come into that same divine flow. How does Lord Ram's acceptance of Vibhishana reflect in conditional love? Despite opposition from his ministers, Rama welcomed Vibhishana, saying, he who surrenders one saying, I am yours, is protected always. This is supreme Vedic compassion in our Anjaneya Homam. Such mantras are chanted invoking this magnanimous nature of the divine just as fire purifies. The Homam burns doubts and nurtures faith. It's not just about rituals, it's about becoming open to divine grace like Vibhishana. So, what role does Hanuman Chalisa play in preparing us for inner surrender like Vibhishana? Every verse of the Hanuman Chalisa dissolves fear and strengthens our devotion. When we chant with bhava or feeling, we become like Vibhishana, courageous enough to walk away from the dharma. Hanumana represents unwavering faith, and his praises awaken that same energy within us. Gurudev says, devotion makes you walk through fire and touch. Regular chanting uplifts our energy and aligns us with Ram's compassion. It makes surrender effortless. So, how is this surrender theme echoed in art of living techniques? Through Sudarshan Kriya, Bhastrika, and Sahat Samadhi meditation, we drop resistance. Vibhishana's surrender reflects a meditative mind, pure, fearless, surrendered in our Vedic courses. We teach that the mantra Om Namah Shivaya dissolves inner enemies like ego and pride. Vibhishana let go of Ravana's kingdom for truth. Similarly, participants report giving up addictions, anger, and grief after deep priya and Homam participation. The techniques purify and the wisdom anchors. Now, what message does this chapter offer for modern seekers? The message is clear no matter where you come from. If your heart turns towards truth, divine grace welcomes you in modern life. We often feel stuck in the Ravana camps of stress, conflict, or unhealthy environments, but like Vibhishana, one moment of courage and trust in the higher can change your destiny. Gurudev says, you take one step with faith, the divine takes 100 toward you. That's the promise of this episode. So, how did Anjaneya Homam and spiritual satsang support transformation like Vibhishana's? Anjaneya Homam invokes Hanuman's energy of clarity and courage when performed with devotion. It strengthens resolve to walk away from what doesn't serve our soul. Vibhishana left comfort for conscience in art living. Satsang stories like these are not just told, they are lived. Chanting, meditating, and serving together creates an atmosphere where transformation is natural. Vishna's journey is our journey from confusion to clarity, from fear to freedom. Any concluding message for seekers reflecting on this divine episode? Yes, be like Vibhishana when your inner voice calls you to light trusted. Whether through Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, seva, or satsang, just take that one honest step. The divine doesn't see your past, only your present intention. Ram's words, Vibhishana's leap, and Hanuman's presence all remind us that when we surrender ego, grace floods in. Gurudev's words, when the heart is pure, even the divine breaks protocol to embrace you. Jai Gurudev.